Alright, this is section 5.4, video 2. We're going to begin with example 5. We're solving for x here, and what we first need to do is get this portion of the equation by itself so we can easily subtract 2 to the other side. Then we need to get rid of this exponent. So all you're going to do is raise both sides to the reciprocal exponent. Because here on the left, 3/4 times 4/3, because the power to a power going to multiply, will give you an exponent of 1. So we have 2x to an exponent of 1 equals 8 to the 4/3. Now we can actually figure this out. 8 to the 4/3 would be the cube root of 8 to the 4th. Cube root of 8 we know is 2. 2 to the 4th is 16. And then we can easily solve for x by dividing both sides by 2. Now let's look at example 6. In example 6, we have x's on both sides. What we can do is start out by getting rid of this exponent of a half, and we can raise both sides to the reciprocal power, which would be 2 over 1, or just 2. The 2 and the half will cancel, so we have x plus 30 equals x squared. And notice we have a quadratic type of equation, which we're going to solve by factoring. So I'm going to set this equal to 0 by moving x and 30 over. And then this is an easy trinomial. Your factors will be x minus 6x plus 5. And then you can set each equal to 0 and get answers of 6 and negative 5. Now you can take a couple minutes to try the monitoring progress. Alright, now in example 7, we will be solving a radical inequality. First thing we want to do is get the radical portion by itself, so we can get rid of the 3 by dividing both sides by 3. Then we need to get rid of a square root. To get rid of a square root, you can square both sides. A square root and a square will cancel, and the 4 squared will be 16. You can then solve for x by adding 1 to the other side. Now, we have x is less than or equal to 17, but we also have to remember that in a square root, you can only have numbers greater than or equal to 0. You're not allowed to have any negatives under the radical. So we also need to solve this domain. So you can add 1 to the other side, and x is greater than or equal to 1. So we need to incorporate both of these into our answer. So we need to make sure that x is greater than or equal to 1, and at the same time, less than or equal to 17. You can then take a minute to try the monitoring progress problems.